Okay, we're working on a 994 Taurus OHB 3.0 liter engine here. So the error I was getting was P0500, which has to do with the vehicle speed sensor. And I was also getting the P1744, which is the solenoid circuit performance. So from what I can tell and what I've researched, these two are related or can be. So I was actually a little stressed out because I thought I was going to have to replace the VSS. And if you're wondering where the VSS is on this model, I'll show you because no other video seems to show you. But if you look right down here, my vehicle's really hot, so I don't want to go jamming my hand in. But basically, if you go all the way down and under, and it's like right under there, you'll feel it. You can also kind of see what you're going to be doing from over here. That orange cord kind of leads right to it. Where it connects to the back of the block, it kind of points you right towards it down there. I've heard some people are able to access it from above. It's a pain in the ass. I don't know how you're going to get a wrench in there without removing your Y pipe. And the Y pipe, I'm saying, is you have to remove it because this piece right here is right in the way of the little bolt that holds the VSS in there. And if you've got one of these older vehicles, chances are, like mine, it's a bit rusty. So I didn't really want to fuck with that. Or excuse my language, I didn't really want to screw with that. You can though, and it would make it easier to access. That's what the Haynes manual tells you to do. But before you do any of that, this is what I did. I sprayed a bit of WD-40. There's actually a heat shield on there. You can't really, I wonder if I can get my camera in there. You can kind of see it there a little bit. You can see a bit of it, that silver piece in the middle. I was trying to point right there. Oh, I kind of burnt myself. You'll have to remove that. Do this when your engine's cold, of course. Otherwise, you're really going to hurt yourself. But I sprayed it a bit with WD-40, and then I really tried to push the connection back in from this side. I pushed it in to where it needed to go, and I let the WD-40 dry up a bit. And then when I turned my engine back on, when I connected the battery again, error codes are gone, and the thing is shifting smoothly. It's speeding up. It's got all the power it needs. This was following filter replacement, which is make sure you know what kind of transmission you have, because a lot of the time these vehicles, the 99s, they have the AX4N transmission, but there were some issues with that transmission, as with Ford's transmissions, it seems. So they downgraded, and don't ask me why, because there's problems with that transmission too, but they often downgrade to the, I don't know if you can see it from here, but the AXOD. You can see it, it's written upside down. So that's what mine has. So make sure you know, like, go ahead and look at what is written there. Because the difference you're going to see is that the AX4N has a 19 bolt pattern, but the AXOD has a 17 bolt pattern, and you can't make the 19 bolt pattern gasket work with the 17 bolt, obviously. The filters look pretty much the same, but I didn't really look that closely at them. But yeah, unfortunately with these models, they do not have a drain plug. So if you don't know, trick is to, and what I did was I removed all the bolts around there except for the ones on the side here, that flat side. And that way I left the last one to undo over here while these ones were still connected. And once I removed that one, it kind of came right down for me. And make sure you have your pan ready and maybe some cardboard underneath, just for safety, not making any spills. And then just kind of pull it down gently, let it drain. It'll come off pretty easily. And then once that's all drained, then you can pull off the rest. I don't know, show you guys, I don't know if this is a normal thing or if it's supposed to be a reusable gasket, but I've got this plastic thing. I've never seen a plastic one before. To me, that seems like a really stupid idea. I prefer the soft rubber ones because you can really squish it down. I was having some leaking problems before, as you can see, every time I went to reverse. And I tried to clean it up as best I could, but what can you do, really? Yeah, so just make sure you know your transmission. Change that filter, especially if that oil's really messy. Mine wasn't looking too bad, but as soon as I dropped the pan, it was really bad. So again, reference point, just in case you don't know where this thing is, because it took me better part of a day just to find it. Go all the way back over here, and then it's basically right in the between those, underneath this thing right here. Okay, there's a heat shield I did show you. You can see it right there, that silver bit with a little bit of yellow on it. Yeah, that's that thing just pops right off. You can just pull it up and it'll come right off. Anyways, hopefully yours is just loose and you don't have to replace it.